So how do you balance the details of life, being a dad, against the big picture of leading your family as a dad? This question comes from Ben on the family mission statement. How do I incorporate it? Creatively, to make it fun, to make it long-standing. So I want to share with you, number one, let me give you a resource, okay? Andy Andrews, international bestseller of The Traveler's Gift and numerous books. He's got a free document, a PDF, literally, A, B, C, D, walks you through how to build this family mission statement. I can't take credit for it. It is awesome. I'll link that here in this post and in this video. Highly recommend downloading that. I'm going to come back to the mission statement. I want to share with you a concept. The concept is called margin. Okay? Think of margin, okay, as the gap between your loads, is what you put on yourself, your loads and your limit. Okay? If your loads get too high and they touch your limit, now you have no margin. If your loads pass your limit, because we all have limitations, this is what most people have, you have negative margin. Let me explain what they look like. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. You get down on the floor with your kids. You start playing cars or reading a book with them. And suddenly, you're thinking of 20 things that you've got to do that next day. Your peace has been stolen. Your time with your kids, although you're there, you're not really there. You're elsewhere. Your mind is elsewhere. You're thinking about social media and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and your reports for work the next day, all the things in your life. That's the load on you. But you're playing with your kids and you're robbing them. You've no margin. Now here's another example. It's a Saturday afternoon. You go out bike riding with your kids, playing baseball, chasing birds, who knows, okay? Flying a kite. You're so immersed in the activity, you're lost. 3 hours goes by and you forgot you had a phone. You forgot you had a business or a job. That's a lot of margin. Where do you fit on this spectrum? A lot of margin, a little bit, or negative? So I propose to answer this question, first of all, let's move our loads, okay, back here. And you do that by pruning. Pruning is it's a very important growth strategy. You obviously prune the things that aren't growing, but sometimes there's things that are growing in your life and in your family, but you want to kind of prune them for a season. Let them go for a season because they'll grow back stronger in another season. Keep the things that are working great, and the things that are good, consider pruning them. Dial it back. Maybe do a social media fast after 6 o'clock at night. Put your phone away. Find ways to create margin. That's the first concept. Now let's talk about the family mission statement, okay? Get this sucker out, print it out, get your kids around the table, talk about it. If they're young, get coloring books out. If they're older, have them be part of it, okay? This can be a craft. This can be a project. In the end, if you go through the Andy's exercise, you're going to have a document. Print it out on a nice parchment style paper. Maybe your kids have an artwork with it, and you frame the whole thing and put it up on the wall, right? So then how do you balance the details with the big picture? If the big picture is on the wall, and you can see it every day, it'll keep it in front of you. Always keep it in front of you and your wife, your kids, and that's what your family, this is what we're about. This is our identity as a family. And honestly, part of the pruning and the margin, if it's not on that family mission statement, if it doesn't help you get to where you want to be on a family mission statement, prune it. That's my message. Prune it. Okay, hope that helped.